But there you go. You man are toasted. So I mean, you ain't fighting on four fronts, bruv. So you can't talk to us.
Well, listen, after
like
Sunday,
that.
you won't be fighting on four fronts.
No, we won't. It'll be three fronts because we'll have a trophy already. But the point is, as it stands right now, yeah, we're in full competition. So because of that, I can't be talking about the league and all these other things. We've got extra games. We've got more games to play than these guys.
But
so
this is why
I have to take into account. I have to take into account injuries and all these things. We already had We already had Casemiro suspended. We've got Eriksen injured. We had Sancho away. Martial's injured. Bro, we've had bare injuries, man. So I can't just be coming out here saying, yo, we're fighting on four fronts. And yeah, we're going to be doing X, Y, Z. It's not going to happen.
As I said, massive week. Because let's look at all scenarios. If you lose to Barcelona and lose to Manchester and you lose to Newcastle, that's a massive, massive setback for your season. However, win both those games, you've not only picked up a trophy, you've not only progressed in Europe, you're flying. You're flying.
Yeah.
You've won a trophy. You're in the. Will that take you to the quarterfinals of the Europa?
I don't think the quarter. Is it the last 16?
I've no idea. There's so many games. I just don't know. But I would have to make you, without knowing off the top of my head who's in Europa League, if you're not Barcelona out, you've got to be considered as favourites, right? I don't know who else is in it, but surely, and let's have a look. Who's in? Someone in the chat will pluck out a team from nowhere. Was it Europa League?
Round of 16.
So Juventus, Nantes, Sporting, Shakhtar, Ajax, Leverkusen, Seville, Roma, Salzburg, Arsenal.
Bruv, we're beating everyone in that competition.
Sociedad.
Yeah, everyone in there's getting beat.
So you're sitting here right now. I'm going to clip this. You're sitting here right now telling me you're winning the Europa League, yeah?
Bro, over 2 legs, there's not a single team in that competition that can beat us, bruv.
Listen, you've got a second leg on Thursday night. If you
lose that, we're not losing it, bro. It's at home. We're winning that, man. Do you know what I'm saying? We're winning that. Barcelona are terrified. They don't want to come to Old Trafford, man. Like them, man, their knees were shaking at home.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
saying?
Played
well.
Bruv, they're gonna get beat at Old Trafford, bro. They're gonna get beat at Old Trafford, trust me. And you know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones where I'm looking at it as well. And I think first leg wasn't Sabitzer suspended or something. He's back as well. We're gonna baptize Barcelona. Trust me. We're going to baptize them. And then we're going to go into Newcastle. The momentum from beating Barca is going to propel us past Newcastle. And then after we beat Newcastle, then we have to take that momentum going forward. But yeah, man, that's 2 wins, bro. 2 wins on the weekend. That's it. Bro, I'm not even... Bro, when I say I'm not even remotely concerned, bro, I'm not even remotely concerned about either of those games. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking at Anfield, a place that we don't really go and win. That's what I'm looking at, as potential. Out of the 3 games, if we're going to drop points anyway, it's there.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I for your sake, I hope you're right. Listen, I've got no fight in the no dog in the Europa League fight. Talking of dogs, I've got no dog in the Europa League fight. If you go and win it, fair play to you. I mean, if Ten Hag, right, this season, let's break this down. If Ten Hag wins the League Cup, finishes 2nd or 3rd, and wins the Europa League, forget the FA Cup at the moment, and just that alone, what a fan! Isn't that going to be the best debut season from a manager? Like, that is sensational. So I hope for your sakes. Somebody's asked me if I'm confident if we're going to beat AC Milan. Listen, this is not a good AC Milan team, but Spurs are capable of smacking them, and Spurs are also capable of absolutely flopping to them. So I've not got the confidence that your man Rants has got here. So I'm just going to say quietly confident. I think at home, I think we'll have too much for them. But listen, it's 3 weeks away. By then, they're going to have a lot of their players back. We'll see. We'll see.
What are you making of your assistant here trying to outdo your current manager? Well, he's trying to take his job.
Listen, they can both go. I don't care. listen, I mean, yesterday was one of the worst first halves I think I've seen. It was just shocking. He put, we're playing we're playing the third worst team in the league at home, and he puts out 5 at the back with 2 defensive wing backs, 2 holding midfielders. I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, Jesus, man, put your attacking wing backs on. Go to a back 4. Like, it's just all a bit, yeah. Just neither of them are for me. They're born from the same cloth,
That's it. So how come he keeps winning?
Yeah, but look, who's he playing? Let's be fair, right? Look, the Man City game. We are Man City's worst nightmare, because what we do is we just sit back, and then, unlike other clubs that sit back against them, we have players like Kane, Son, and Kulusevski on the counter who punish them, right? Then he's beaten a crap West Ham team. Look, perspective is massive, right? We beaten West Ham. Yeah, no, I'm not. Listen, neither of them for me. I don't want it. You know my feelings on Conte and that team. You know my feelings. It won't change. Top 4 or no top. Like, this is the thing a lot of people don't get, Rants. They say to me, "Oh, you're so ungrateful. You're 4th." I listen. 4th don't mean anything to me. Like, I didn't grow up on 4th. 4th is fact. Like 4th is nothing. I don't care about 4th. I want these to be entertained by what I see on that bit of grass, and I haven't been entertained all season. So 4th, 10th, 15th, I don't care. I just want football. I want to watch some football.
No, that I do hear. Speaking of football, I don't know. It's still not too late for you to change your stance on Potter before you get sacked. Because he's getting sacked.
Listen, yeah, do you know what? You know what? I was really hoping he'd do well, not because I support Chelsea, because I wanted to see a manager that wasn't a big manager get a chance. And I just feel that there's so much going on there that I don't know how he survives. Do you know, for me, the only way this man survives now is by starting with a win at Tottenham.
Yeah.
Right? If he beats us and then they go on a run. If he loses at White Hart Lane, the Chelsea fans, they will not have it at all. We're there. They called it 3-point lane for for however many years.
Yeah.
Look, I've tried to back him. I've tried to, I still believe in patience. But listen, what I hope is if he does get sacked, then whoever the next manager is, he's going to be under immediate pressure from day one.
That's what he said. Home and away losses to Southampton after spending 600 million. Like, it's you cannot defend this. You know what I mean? But I mean nobody can. Like, that's what I mean in general. Like, no one can defend this. This is crazy. I've never seen anything like it, bro. Because it's like Southampton. That if ever that was a banker. You know what I mean?
I feel like, the more I look at this, look, I was hoping he'd do well for him, but the more I'm looking at this, I think he's got too many players. He doesn't know his best team. There's too many ins, too many outs, new owners, new manager, I think it's just too much for him. And listen, who's going to go there? I suppose there's the better question. Forget Potter. If Potter goes next week, if we beat them, Rants, right? Which manager goes in there and immediately takes that by the scruff of its neck